Hello world, hello YouTube, hello everybody. Meanest, see? Meanie always helps me down the stairs. There we go. Meanest. Alright, anyway. Alrighty buddy. Anyway, off we go. The things I did and the problems I faced when the electricity was out. And a couple of notes on what's going on with me. So we'll start out back here. It's a little late. It's cloudy today and got kind of cool. Actually should have been like this a while ago, I'm thinking. But we got weathery a little bit. No rain, no precip, no nothing like that, but you know, it cooled off. So let's have a look. And then we'll get into the video. This will be a two-part video. Itty bitty. Get. Anyway, he wants to get fed, so we'll get this going on. Out here in the yard, let me explain something to folks about this here cluster, screw, you know, I don't want to say, you know, try to keep it nice. I keep it like this because if you organize this kind of stuff, if someone walks in here, it's just like they're walking into a department store and they can find everything quickly and run off with it. I myself know where everything is in here. I put it here. I know what it is, where it is, what it can do for me. Big old barrel. And some of it could go, like these motors could get sold. They're done. That kind of thing. But it takes someone half an hour to figure out anything going on here. Me, it takes seconds. So I'm not going to change the yard. I could clean it up a little, this and that, because there is one concern about it. And that is, one guy complained to me on my video, The Yard. He said, I'm a slob on this and that, and said, I'll bet you, you know, do you have rats, or I'll bet you have rats, that kind of thing, right? We don't have rats here. They can't live here. There's too many things that will eat them. Snakes, hawk, all kinds of birds, coyotes, the cats. We have a bunch of wild cats out here, you know, and there's no rats here. There will be no rats out here. They just can't live here. It's either too hot or too cold, and people are too slick out here to have, you know, there's no real apartments or kind of a mass of humanity to feed rats, bring rats around, that kind of thing. We don't have rodents a lot. Mice, we have some. We have kangaroo rats, this and that. Now, what is a concern, which I will give it to him, but I still won't change a lot here, is snakes. Okay, we have sidewinder rattlesnakes. We have Mojave greens. And, you know, I could go pooping around in this here, look at that, this here wood pile, and by God, it'll, you know, one could hit me very easily. But with the cats here and the dog, you know, that's a remote possibility. This yard's gonna pretty much stay like it is because I like it like this. It's very confusing to anyone that could come in here to try and take stuff. Like I said, and if I organized it, I'd be, you know, be essentially a Walmart for someone trying to get stuff. So this is not going to change. I will put, you know, because I got tools out and it's cluttery and that kind of thing. This will not change. What we did last night was, plus the fact, look at it, you know, I have my gate here, right? And what I meant in my last video by anti-personnel, I put sound making devices here and this and that, you know, to trip and flip some people if they come in here, and which will have the dog sound off, and you know, and it'll trip them up and I'll know what's going on. That's what this is all about, because these are, I'll show you. See, no one will get through that gate without me knowing it. So that's what I mean by anti-personnel. I could put something more brutal, but you know, it's not wartime. Yeah, you know what I mean? So that's the yard. That's what I did out here. We did, we secured the bus. We secured the silver shop. We secured the motorhome. And the motorhome would have been invaluable because it has a propane stove. I have electric in the house. I'll tell you about that later. But that's going to get coming up. I've got a few things straightened out, so things are looking up in life actually pretty good. And I have to make some decisions, which I'll tell you in a personal video later. But yeah, a little bit of this is I could, you know, because I can't leave tools out in the rain. and weeds. I'm allergic to these tumbleweeds now. So this is going to essentially stay the same. It's not going to change except for a little bit of an organizing with the shop, shed, tools, this and that. I do have to clean it out, clean it up to see what I got and see where I'm going to go in life, because I have now the option of choice. Here's my Steyr. I'm going to put that on eBay. But, and I did get this yard cleaned up a little bit. The dog got into the safe, you know, the cans. But that's the deal here. And this is going to stay pretty much the way it is. Just for the fact that it's hard for someone that doesn't know where things are at to get stuff out of it. So there it is. There's the yard. So here we go. Okay, we'll go ahead and move on to part 2. And that'll be in the house. There, that's a whole nother story. So I'll be back in a minute. All right, peace.